विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, ज्ञान, विज्ञान आणि सुसंस्कार यासाठी शिक्षण प्रसार या ब्रीदवाक्याने प्रेरित असणारे शिक्षण महर्षी परमपूज्य डॉक्टर बापूजी साळुंखे यांना मी प्रथमतः अभिवादन करते. मायसेल्फ प्रोफेसर सौ ज्योती अलाइज मनीषा संजय पाटील फ्रॉम स्वामी रामानंद भारती विद्या मंदिर and Junior College Tasgaon. With this video, I am presenting paraphrase of the poem. Unit 2.3. The poem is The Inchcape Rock, written by Robert Southey. You are knowing this poem with our textbook, page numbers 104, 105 and 106. This poem is having total 17 stanzas with 4 lines each, and so in total 68 lines poem. Let's see the paraphrase. See the next point. You are seeing the introduction of the poet. Poet Robert Southey had written many poems, and some poems are very popular among the school children. In that, this poem, The Inchcape Rock, is included. In his poems, the poems are The Scholar, The Battle of Blenheim, Bishop Hatto, and The Inchcape Rock. These are famous. He was well known as Poet Laureate of England from 1813 to 1843. The poem in front of us, The Inchcape Rock, is a ballad. It's the story of the 14th century attempt by the abbot of Aberbrothock to install a warning bell on Inchcape. It had been done for the safety of the sailors. But one person, Ralph, who was a pirate, he had troubled. He cut off the ropes of the bell, done the wrong thing, and the poem gives us the message that those who do wrong things will meet with due punishment. Let's see the paraphrase of the poem along with the poem given. In front of you, only the photographs of the poem are shown to you, and I am going to tell you the paraphrase, content or summary of the poem. The poem Inchcape Rock begins with a sailing ship on calm water on a windless spring morning. It was a quiet morning. The waves were flowing over the Inchcape Rock without any impact. The abbot of Aberbrothock had placed a bell on the Inchcape Rock to warn the sailor about the perilous rocks. When the sea pirate Ralph saw the bell, he felt jealous of the abbot's popularity. So he decided to cut the bell. See this picture. You are seeing Ralph cutting off the rope of the bell. He asked his men to sell him to the bell. He cut off the rope of the bell, and the bell went down with a gurgling sound. Ralph moved on, and after plundering the ships, was returning to his land. Suddenly, the weather was getting worse. Thick haze covered the sky. A violent storm began to blow. Nothing was visible due to bad weather. They thought it would soon improve. The sailors wished they could hear the Inchcape bell, but As it was already cut down, they didn't hear any sound. At last, the ship collided with the Inchcape Rock and drowned along with all its sailors. But even in his dying fear, one thing Ralph could hear, it's the sound of the gurgling bell. In fact, it was the devil below in the hell who was ringing his knell. In this way, the poem ends. But you can see the pictures of the pirate ships in front of you. This first picture is showing you the pirate ship starting its journey with the sunrise. Ralph and the sailors they had gone in this way for their sailing their journey on the sea. As Ralph was the pirate, he had tried to loot all the ships. This next picture you are seeing again the pirate ship returning. You are seeing moon and all the mist or fog surrounded with the ship. They were unable to find their way. And this third photograph, you can see again the pirate ship. Means normally what kind of pirate ships are there. This poem is a long narrative and dramatic ballad. It contains 17 stanzas of 4 lines each. Means total 68 lines are there. The poem tells the story of the sailors. It has rhythm and a specific rhyme scheme A, B, B in each stanza. It is full of various kinds of figures of speech like repetition, alliteration, paradox, personification, climax, anticlimax, antithesis, onomatopoeia, inversion, apostrophe, exclamation, interrogation, metaphor, simile, and transferred epithet. This poem gives us a message that those who do wrong things will meet with due punishment, like tit for tat, or as you sow, so shall you reap, and reminding us to look before you leap. In this way, we have seen the paraphrase of the poem. Okay, see you again. Thank you.